Why, hello there, Knifestyle here. I do hope this video finds you well. Today I'm bringing you yet another unboxing from the proceeds of my Hawk-Knife's Talon, which pains me greatly still. I'm gonna keep saying that because, well, maybe it'll help get over it faster. This knife I got off of Blade Binge, as well, that's where I got a couple of these knives, including this one. This is the unboxing knife, the VDK knife that, I still haven't looked up the name for. I mean, this is the same day as I unboxed it earlier, so I haven't done all that. But what the heck is this? What's going on here? Box? Would you care to? Okay, you'll do this way. Okay. Oh, there's more information on the inside. Wow. Okay. Let me take that off to the side. Thank God I looked in there before that happened. And here's the knife. Again, Blade Binge, great place to get some knives. This one I think is also pretty interesting. I at least knew what this one was. Yes, this is the Monterey Bay Knives Sabertooth. There's the Wolverine and there's the Sabertooth. This is the Sabertooth. They're basically the same design except the Wolverine is smaller, which is true if you know anything about Wolverine. He's, what, 5'3", 5'2", I think in the comics. But this is a particularly interesting variant because, as you can see, this is the snakeskin, I guess, probably laser etched variant. And I saw this and thought that was particularly cool. I've seen this knife before, but it was just a little bit plain. But this sort of elevates it, I think. Woo! Yeah, that's a blade. That is a. Is that non-hologram? What? That's a flat ground blade, isn't it? Wait. No, there's a slight hollow there. There is a slight hollow there. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but it looks like there's a slight hollow. It's not quite as thin as I thought, but it is actually quite thin. Yeah, that's gotta be a hollow. Yeah, it's a hollow. It's just not, like, super ultra ridiculously deep. S90V blade steel. Ooh, I like where they put the MBK logo. That's nice and out of the way. I like that. That's where you put logos. Flats of the blades, off the side, small. Keeping relative minimalist. I thought that this was a Ray Laconico design. But it doesn't, maybe because they put such a swedge there. Normally it says Ray Laconico on the spine. I love where they put his name, especially on the MBK knives. But interesting. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, this one, the Sabertooth, I believe, is a 4-inch blade. Not quite. 3 3/4. Wasn't sure. I think the Wolverine is like a 3.5 or 3 1/4 inch. It's definitely smaller. We've got simple titanium frame, or liner lock, with some decent milling in there. Big kind of circles, and of course, the inset liner here. Good access to the lock bar. Good action. Great ergos. Very striking, sort of, like, I mean, that is very close to being just a straight-up spear-tipped blade. I mean, if you just go to kind of cock it off to this side, it basically is a spear point. Not the greatest jimping on the front flipper, but it is pretty high above the pivot. It sticks out pretty far. It's not hard to get to. And yeah, it works perfectly fine. This is fine. This jimping provides enough grip. The sharpening tool and plunge ground could be a little bit better, but I mean, you can obviously extend that in a little bit further. Where does it actually hit? Yeah, it hits. The stop pin does hit behind there, but it's way far back. No problems whatsoever. Good action, good detent. Definitely on bearings. There's a little squeak. What is that? Ah, there's a little bit of junk on the lock bar. Oh, that'll do that. Okay, that's not a big deal. I can wipe it off. How's the centering? We're a tiny hair off center. I mean, actually, it may be the light playing tricks on me. That does not look off center at all now. I might have been holding it at a bad angle. No off center at all. I don't think so. Yeah, we're not all center and there's no play. We're good. Let's see. The reverse flicking hole is... I've never liked these teardrop-shaped holes unless they're sort of the reverse of this, because you kind of end up hitting hard. You end up getting forced into going up, but it works really well on this one, and yeah, it does look cool with the fuller and everything. No complaints there. Yeah, this is pretty nice. And at a pretty reasonable price point. Even when it was... I'm pretty sure this variant is sold out on MBK, if I remember correctly. I saw it was sold out. Good clip. Comfortable clip. Flat scales. Like, it's not super fancy, but I have to admit, the snakeskin really does just bring it to the next level. But this was pretty reasonably priced, even, like, the base model variants and everything on the MBK website. Of course, I got it at a slightly better deal for what it is, I believe. Or approximately similar to what it was before. Either way, it's a cool variant. It's a cool knife. Good size. Surprisingly comfortable. This right here, this is how you do a flat scale chamfer. The edges themselves are slightly radiused. Or are they? Yeah, it looks like there's just the slightest bit of radius to them. There's a big old chamfer along there, and then you got that. That's how you make comfortable flat scales. Yeah, I like this life a lot. In fact, so far, out of the 3 knives I've gotten with the 1 budget and the this one, these are all really good. 3 of them came. All 3 of them actually came off of Blade Binge. The ones that I grabbed a couple that were on the lower end that weren't on Blade Binge, mind you. But because of the deals I got on Blade Binge, I was able to get a little bit extra. Yeah, all of these are really nice. Like, really nice. I mean, I'm pretty happy with all of these. This is a pretty reflective, almost semi-polished satin there. Thumb flick is very satisfying. Yeah, this is nice. Sabertooth, very nice. Oh, that was my fault. How about the Poon? Yeah, the jimping doesn't really provide any traction. It just when you're opening it, does it provide just a little bit of traction. But you don't really need it because of how far and above the pivot that is. It's super easy. But yeah, it's nice. The MBK Sabertooth Snakeskin. What do we got in here? We got, ooh, extra hardware. Wow, even back spacers. That is literally all of the hardware. Except for the lock bar insert, of course, which is a big thing with a detent ball in it, but which I'm assuming is probably steel, but oh, certainly steel. Yeah, that is... No, there's one piece of hardware missing. There's only one detent track, the washer for the track. Two, both? That's odd. That might just be a little oversight. Who cares? I don't think I'm going to have to replace all of that in the first place, so... Yeah, I like it. MBK Sabertooth. That's all from me. Unboxing is over. Thank you for watching. Consider liking and subscribing. It would help the channel, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Either way, I still hope you have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later.